You don't have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far. When I first heard that Affleck was directing this, I thought it was that duck from that insurance commercial. So I didn't expect much. But he's not the duck, I found out. And he's just so bright. But he's also personable. He makes you feel comfortable so that you can take chances or offer suggestions. Anybody who is too domineering, then it puts people at like, well, I had an idea, but I'm not going to say it because you know. But he opens it up and allows you to feel that you can approach, and we do, and you feel more relaxed and more capable of performing at the top of your game. It's an unusual thing where there's like you can't completely turn the switch off. I've directed myself in film and television as well, and it's a little psychotic actually when you feel a sense of schizophrenia, you know, and so you're acting, you're focused on that, and then that's a cut, and then you immediately start going into, okay, did we get that? That was good. And what else do I need to do? And so you're really, by the end of the day, you're exhausted.
Yeah, I remember.
But you're also wired.
Yeah, well, it's the adrenaline thing, I think.
It's adrenaline, and you're wired, and it's, you see the end zone, and it's a ways away, and you just got to keep going. It's important to eat well and wear comfortable shoes.
That's the main thing, comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
No high heels for you, Bryan Cranston.
He tried to wear high heels a few times, and I said, Ben, you really should go flats.
Absolutely.
I did. I went to Langley, Virginia, and I met with several of the CIA officers of varying degrees of age. And what I found is that it's very common for the CIA officers to marry within the CIA. And I asked why, and they said, I guess it's just easier. And I realized that's true. If you were with the CIA and you came home to me and I said, honey, what'd you do for today? And it's like, we can't talk about that. But if we were both CIA, I know not to ask. You know not to ask. We just keep that separate. So I met a guy who is married to a CIA officer, and their daughter is now a CIA officer. It's the family business. And there's something incestuous about that, but it's also something that they alone have to embrace and understand about each other. And, you know, it's very secretive. It was very special. Ironically, the night that we premiered at the Toronto Film Festival was the very same day that Canada ordered a closure of their embassy in Iran and the closure of the Iranian embassy in Canada, in Ottawa. It's remarkable that things change and they stay the same.
Yeah.
So the tensions are still there. It helps to illustrate that the story, the sensibilities are still fresh and are still alive. We're still dealing with this condition, and but I think that the message of Argo is what is possible. That this bizarre story, this far-fetched idea, worked. That 6 people, forget that they're Americans right now, 6 people were saved. Their lives were saved because of the cooperation of 2 countries, of the element of the CIA, you know, the big clandestine operation, and Hollywood, doing it for the greater good, not for any personal recognition, not for any financial gain, but because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. And that's Argo.